Hey, I'm KevTV. Welcome to round 9 of season 5 of Formula X, what's held around the Silverstone circuit in Great Britain, where pro racing's taken another part of Mr. Jokers, the Mercedes, Sir Lane, Justin Midget, James, and Sam, who I believe is taking part in his final ever Formula Xbox race this race, with Flux Flubber taking part in his first ever Formula Xbox race, who I recall correctly starting behind us along with Hickey as we start 9th on the grid for this 13-lap race, starting off in intermediate conditions, but the track conditions and the weather will just dry out as the race progresses. We look to the outside of the Williams, approaching Abbey now through farming inside. He's made contact with the Marussia, just a bit of a cyber glitch there, and we had to take evading action, and we have dropped to last behind the Force India as we go through this Silverstone complex in these tricky conditions. Not the biggest fan of this Silverstone complex, still not the biggest fan of this circuit, still prefer the one that I grew up with. Maybe that's a bit of nostalgia talking, as it looks like, the Force India lost the rear end a bit through Aintree as they go down the Wellington Straight, approaching Brooklands now, which looks so inviting on the entry, but as you go through the corner it just tightens up. It looks like caught out Justin Midget in front, and the Marussia has got ahead of him as we go through Larfield. It looks like we're securing our position ahead of the Force India just about on this first lap, as now we approach the Club and Vale complex at the end of the lap. It looks like Justin Midget's gone a bit wide through there, and that's my teammate battling him in front and doing a nice move around the outside. What are you doing back here, mate? As you go on to the second lap now, it looks like we've already built a gap to Flux Flubber behind us, and now we're trying to keep to the backside of this Red Bull, literally keeping to the backside of that Red Bull, taking the same line through Abbey. Don't take that line if you're ever racing round here in a league race, as now we go through Brooklands, and it looks like Marussia's gone wide in front of us, but look to the top left. No, that was just some lag. For some reason, this race was stuck in Codemaster's connection hell, it seems. So yeah, the connection wasn't the best this race. You will see some lag as this race progresses as well. And so approaching this Abbey curb on the third, and look at that silent mile 38. We did a 42.5. So yeah, we're keeping up with the race pace as usual. As now we go through Village and the loop, and it looks like we're keeping to the back of the Red Bull just about. Why are you taking so much curb, Kev? What are you doing? As it looks like Flux Flubber and Hickey have been sucked into the portal of the Codemasters Connection Hell lobby. I've heard they've got scones now, so it's actually not that bad. But yeah, disappointing to see people getting disconnected already. As later on into that, turning into cops, I turned too early. I just had more grip than I expected with this setup. I did not like this setup at all in these intermediate conditions, as Justin Midget's been sucked into the portal as well, as we are 8th now behind my teammate. Not a good race for Ferrari this one, just like in Austria. We are very slow in these conditions. We preferred it if it was an all dry race. I drive much better in the dry in this game as well, just not suited to driving in these dampest conditions or in the wet conditions in this game at all. So we were over around 7 seconds behind our teammate, and then in a couple of laps we almost doubled the distance now. But this just highlights how much I'm struggling here. Wide and Abbey, I'm breaking myself into Village, going through the loop and looking like I'm going at 10 miles per hour. And this is around the point where we're changing onto the driest tyres now, and it's good that this is the pit window for everyone. So a couple of laps later, here we go, pitting onto the dry tyres, and James is charging in his Williams, and we are trying to charge to the back of Sir Lane, even though we're over 20 seconds behind him. As you go through Stowe, beautiful corner there, and now into the complex, into Vale and Club, which they tightened up as they built that front straight. I prefer the old Club, where you're fighting for traction so much through there. It really was on a knife edge. Now you're still fighting, but it's not as much of a knife edge as we go on to lap 9. Look how far back we are of everyone, and now we've hit the bloody barrier. We did what we did at Cops at Abbey, and yeah, I'm not going to catch up anyone. Let's end this race. Let's enjoy some good driving after my miserable display. Here we go. Pro racing round the outside of Luke in Stowe, and on the last lap, can he actually make it through? And that's Mr. Joker's in front. There, another lap maybe caught up to him, as it looks like the Mercedes outbraked himself slightly there, and the Toro Rosso can carry the speed through there. And great move from Pro Racing on the final lap. I hope that made up for my miserable display this race. So I finished 9th. Look at my teammate down in 7th. Sam got the fast out of the race in his final ever Formula Xbox race, so I hope he's happy with that. But well done to Mr. Joker's, Pro Racing, and the Mercedes 3rd and 4th. And I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.